Good evening. Welcome to Global Biz. Today is Tuesday, the 20th of November 2012. You're with me today. I'm Wititra Dundi. The ASEAN Summit in Phnom Penh has been concluded. Now let's have a look at the roundup of this event from our reporter who's on location in Phnom Penh, Kun Watani Niyomyat.
สวัสดีค่ะคุณวิจิตราค่ะ Of course, today was the last day of the 21st ASEAN Summit here.
Indonesia President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono opened the 5th Bali Democracy Forum today, telling fellow leaders that they have a common interest in promoting diplomatic principles in Asia Pacific. The Lao government has approved the construction of the $3.5 billion Siaburi Dam on the Mekong River despite environmental objections. The hydroelectric project will be the first runoff river dam. Besides the absence of the Chinese delegation at the annual meetings in Tokyo, another hotly debated topic is the currencies of China, Malaysia, and Thailand being undervalued. Now we take a look at this issue in this analysis. And joining our program live right now is Mr. Phil Robertson, the Director of Human Rights Watch Asia Division. Phil Robertson, thank you once again for joining our program.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Now, in a nutshell, can you just sum up what is going on happening? Has anyone been held accountable for the recent violence, including the deaths and arrests of villagers?
Well, the situation in Krache is very tense right now. What you've had is a clearing operation by security forces against villagers and Cambodian authorities making up this story about some sort of secessionist movement that no one has ever heard of before these officials decided that they needed to have some sort of scapegoat.
Are you referring to the Democratic Association?
That's exactly right.
To various levels of government, from the Prime Minister and the Cabinet in Thailand to the scientific organizations and down to individual scientists.
Right. Now, what has been the feedback, though, talking to numerous government officials, as well as have you or the campaign and the government, related agency come to a conclusion, or have you reached any sort of agreement at all?
Well, I'm not a NASA official. I'm a university professor.
Following heavy criticism on social media regarding the Chinese tourists with their unruly manner while traveling abroad, prompting President Xi Jinping to urge these Chinese tourists to be respectful. Today, we're going to find out what are the reactions of these Chinese tourists here in Bangkok.
We are aware that some of the Chinese do not behave very well, but only some of them. But even the tourists in mainland China, some of them don't behave very well either. Hence, when they travel abroad, they just act like they are doing in their own country.
The budget process illustrates how the Yingluck government continues to flout fiscal discipline. Of the target spending of 2.4 trillion baht, the Finance Ministry expects a tax revenue collection of 2.1 billion baht, resulting in a budget deficit of 300 billion baht. This is not to mention the extraordinary borrowing item of 350 billion to invest in flood prevention projects and other public investment programs. Hat Yai, once a popular tourist destination, now a virtual police state. Where there used to be tourists, now stand only security guards. The repercussion of the recent bombing has rippled through this town, crippling economy and terrifying locals.